Attention, attention, attention. This is the TownNet A of the day. I am your net controller, Teen Yet number 9, Yankee Uniform Echo. If you're around and would like to check in, please come in with your call sign phonetically. Reminder to all that the net is being recorded for training purposes. You may begin.
Tenured number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Okay, keep it coming, keep it coming.
Ticket number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Ticket number 2, Kilo Alpha India.
Okay, we got 3 to begin. Anyone else want to join? Anyone else? This is the TownNet A of the day. TownNet A of the day. Come in, come in, come in. Check in, check in, check in. Anyone else? Check in, check in, check in. It is now 1 p.m. sharp. We're calling out again for any check-ins. Anyone want to check in? This is the TownNet A of the day. One last call, one last call. Anyone else want to check in? Okay, we'll begin. So as usual, we can pass the mic around and everyone can bring something to the table. Okay, so this morning, me and Hong was talking in the Cantonese side. Yeah, he brought up some interesting question. One of the many questions that he asked is, will the God fight? Like, will our God fight each other's? And he was asking, like, Arjun's son is a God. The God in the lineage is a God. So do they talk to each other's? Like, do they work with each other's? So I told him that when you ordain your Yun San, it's like, imagine your Yun San is like a person. The person is now like going into like, you know how in college you have like different campus or dorm, and like they have a place for you to live, right? It's kind of like that. You move the Yunsan to another place so that you're now inside that zone that is protected by the lineage. And now the Yunsan is inside the lineage area. That's what it is. So do the God talk to each other? No, they don't really like talk as in like, hi, how are you? But they like the Tao, when it has stuff for you, it will transfer the things to you through that Yunsan as well, because your Yunsan is parked inside the lineage system. So in a way, yeah, they do communicate. And do they God fight? That brings up another question. And I'm like, yeah, the God will actually. When I was helping other people locally in the past, there was a time there's this guy that is so rich, he bought so many food. He had like 20 or something food on the neck. I was like, you sure you want that many? And yeah, that will be a problem. Like, if you have all the foods on you and they're all trying to work, but there's only one body. So imagine at the same time, you have a doctor that wants to work on your mouth, a doctor that wants to work on your hand, a doctor that wants to open you up for surgery, a doctor that wants to like, just look at your skin, and then there's this guy who wants to cut your hair, and they all work at the same time. That's why the fool will fight. If they're not like one team trying to work on one project, they will fight. And even your God is good, it will turn out to be a disaster as well. Anyway, let's move on. Bring in any question, topic, anything you want to talk about. Let's go. Tier number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Tenured number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Good day to Sergeant Gijan. Good day to my seniors and my juniors. And well, Sergeant, I have like two main things I'd like to talk about, but that was also a really good question that Hong Sia Hong said or mentioned. I think that also goes back to the lesson he taught us that everything needs to have a specific purpose. So like if you have a spray bottle that you're using for cleaning and one for doing all to work, you need to have them separate. You don't want to use the same thing for multiple purposes because it's not going to be very effective. And I kind of have that same chain of thought with when you said that if you have all these guys trying to do all these things at the same time, instead of allocating time for specific things, it'll be like chaos. It'll be the equivalent to somebody trying to change the oil in your car and vacuum out the car and paint it and straighten it. Is like everything happening all at once. It's never a good thing. There need to be phases for everything that's happening. So yes, that makes sense. And also the things that I would like to find out. One, a better way to write, because I realized that the way how I write, especially with the brush, usually when I'm writing with a pen, I would be my holding position would be the right position. It's very stiff and I press down on the point of the pen because that gives me some form of stability. But writing with the full pen, it's a different experience because I'm not using my wrist to anchor my hand on the paper. I actually have my whole hand or arm hovering in the air trying to stay as steady or as not shaky as possible. And even with the point of the full brush, you can't really press down to get any type of stabilization because it's soft, So it's a very different way of writing. I've never written with a brush like that before. I've never done any form of calligraphy, so it's definitely a new experience, and I have to spend more time practicing. And yeah, that, and just to revisit the Devon lesson from yesterday about working the palm and using the patterns. I'm trying to take it step by step. It's still a little fuzzy for me, but maybe if you have the time, we could probably dive into that as well. Back to you, senior at number 2, Charlie Hotel, playing golf.
Okay. The palm div was like I do plan to teach that today. So maybe the second round, just waiting for people to check in. About the writing part, we also talked about it in the Cantonese part as well. So I was saying, like, the problem with most people is that when you learn how to write in school, the teacher is himself or herself also don't know. And they teach you things based on whatever the standard is, but there's no reason behind things. Like, you have to grip the pen like this. You have to, right? But there's like no reason behind. That's not how it works. I personally learned from an artist when I was young for like many years, and I learned calligraphy and also some drawing and like other stuff. So basically, this artist, he worked like he used to work for the TVB, this TV station in Hong Kong, drawing comics and stuff like that. And he also have like exhibition in the art gallery in here, Ontario. So this guy knows what he's doing. Um, so when I was learning, there's always this thing about like how you use your power. Like if you are nervous, you grip the brush or pen very tight, you're not going to do well because you're tensing up everything. So at that time, I don't really understand yet because I've thought when I go lose, I lose control as well. What the hell? Like it never makes sense to me until when I was older, and also when Sam Law kicked in. Finally, I got it. It's like pretty hard to understand. So what I learned from Sam Law side on top of everything is that you need to you need to apply the concept of like what we say mo wai, which is like you don't hog onto the job. You let the next station do whatever they have to do and pass it on. So first of all, what is the job assigned to the three different departments? Your shoulder, your elbow, and your wrist, and even your fingers, right? They're like different jobs they're supposed to be for. And if you don't know, then you will always be using like the closest one, which is the wrist and the fingers. And that's why you're very stiff and very tense up, and even it hurts the hand when you write a lot. When I write, it doesn't hurt at all. The finger, they don't grip tight. There's no tension, but it is not loose to the point that the pen will fall out. I'm in full control. It's put inside that slot and it's not really being gripped. It's like you put something in between a gap, and the gap, it's like it's not letting you pass that gap. Okay, it's like that, but it's not like it's squeezing on you. It's not squeezing at all. So your finger is supposed to just manage the pen to be in place, and it also like the wrist, right? It level up the tip of the pen to high or low. That's what it's supposed to do. When you want to move the pen to write the word, making strokes, is actually the whole elbow. And sometimes if we need like bigger stroke, then you move up to the shoulder, right? You move the shoulder to make long lines or long strokes. So when you understand where to use for what purpose, then you will not be doing a lot of work with just one part. Then your writing will change a lot. So this is what you need to focus on right now. Um, Look at the video again, watch how I do it and try and show me. I'll correct you from there. TJ number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Ticket number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. That makes sense that so many people, so many gods attached to one person would end up having a conflict because they're working on different things. If these entities would have conflict working on one subject, it would make sense that if that is also the case, would that also apply in terms of war? So if you're engaging more than one god on a project, so let's say you call Sanla Josie and you call God of War, you call this one another one, you call all of them at the same time, then would they also have the same approach? Would they do their respective jobs on target? So, but maybe they can work in conjunction if there's not too many of them. And then what would that limit be? Would it be only up to 3 or maybe 1 or 20? Sounds like 20 is excessive, but I would think there's a limit on those unrelated entities working together. I would say probably if they're in synergy with one another, so if you all have fighting gods and they all are fighting together or working on the same type of project together, you get good results. But if they're all different and working on all different type of projects for the same target, it probably would be a problem. Yeah. Ting at number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Okay. Um, it's not about how many, it's about your management skills. Like, imagine gods are like people and you hire the people. You can hire like 1,000 people if you can manage it. But if you can't, based on your knowledge and skills, then you will have an issue, right? So it's not the God's problem, it's your problem. Like, do you know why you call up that God? Do you know why you need that God? Right? Like sometimes it's like, yeah, you have the 5 cams, 5 generals, but why can't I have 6? Why can't I have 9? Right? Like you can, if you know how to manage them, how to put them to groups and use them for specific things according to a rule or a grid that actually works. But if you don't have any rules, like, oh yeah, I just like assign you one job, assign you one job. There's no system that groups them together in a logical way that actually work. You're just like blindly assigning jobs. It's going to be a mess, right? So that's why we have like a specific um, foundation rules, like the yum yang, and then you have the 5 element, and bakwa, like these are basic rules. Once you get good at it, you can make more subdivision and stuff like that. But without the foundation, you're just blindly telling people to work on, and it's like, and eventually you get overwhelmed because you can't even keep track, and everyone is lost because you are lost. So as a what we call a fast C, like a mage, right? You're the one in control. You're the one being like the managing person of the team of God. We use God, right? We put the God to use. We are the marshal. We assign some gods to be generals so they can lead their own group of troops to work. So if you, the marshal, is clueless, or if you're stupid, or if you lack knowledge, then everyone is in a mess. So that's the thing. Like you gotta understand what we mean by a mage is that we're the one that is controlling the team of God that we lead. It's not like in the West where like, oh God help me, and then you just like expect things to happen while nothing is going to happen. But like you kind of just cry and then like, oh, let me do a prayer, right? Not like that in Taoism, at least in our Taoism, it's not like that. You control the team of God that you call. And so you can call on as many as you want, but if you can't control, like manage them well, it will be a mess because you are the mess. Tia number 2, Kilo Alpha India.
Tenet number 2, Kilo Alpha India. I would like to greet everybody in the net and search on Kitang. On my side, I think I've got 2 questions, but I'm gonna start with one. The first one is I remember the other day, you did mention that if you are not careful with what you are eating or whatever you are doing, and if you don't report, then you cannot make any progress when you are cultivation. I just give me an idea that maybe there's certain thing that clashes with your code that will make you like your cultivation like to or destroy your progress in cultivation. So I don't know if you can be more specific about such. What food to avoid, or certain things that will go against your progress. Unit number 2, Kilo Alpha India. Back to you.
Huh? I don't get it. Did you say the food that will ruin the cultivation, or the food? I don't get it. Can you repeat?
Yes, the food, or perhaps even the things we do that goes against our progress. Things that we shouldn't be doing, like that will make our progress. That's what I meant.
Kind of confused how the food and cultivation now stick together. But food that you intake, well, if you talk about cultivation, like what? I mean, if you want to talk about the magic side, right? If you don't eat enough life essence, like meat, then you will have issues because when you run the magic, you're going to use those things, and well, you got to eat, or else nothing's coming back in. Like if you don't eat meat, you don't eat life, okay, then you'll be overspending that kind of resources, and that leads to yourself having issue. Um, so yeah, we're not using our own essence as a source of power for magic, but in order to call upon the gods and do the full work and everything, it requires your essence and stuff to do that. So your essence, your heart energy and all that is not really the thing that the magic use, but you do need to use that to make magic happen. It's kind of like saying you need to drive a car, the car burns on the gas, right? So you need to drive the car to go to the supermarket, and now you have food, right? So you're not eating the gasoline, but you need gasoline in order to drive to the supermarket to get the food. And the food is the actual magic. Okay, so if you don't eat enough of like the gasoline, then you can't even go to the supermarket to start with. Then that will be a problem. So when you eat, especially when you do full work or do magic a lot, make sure you eat enough and eat meat, eat life, right? Don't go vegetarian. That is one thing that is very important. Okay, let's see if anyone want to check in now. Anyone want to check in?
Unit number 2, Delta November Golf.
Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, tier number 2, Delta November Golf, go ahead. This is the first round, so everyone is bringing up something that they want to talk about or ask about, or bring it up to the table. Your turn.
Unit number 2, Delta November Golf, Jiajang Jijang, and greeting everyone on the net. Yeah, I was thinking about the full work. Maybe for this is just in the mind. So some of the food is a work pair, like the one you give to us, the love, the one number 1 and number 2. I think is work as a it's work really well when you put in a pair. So it's kind of like a so like last time the wings CJ have a case like that, and then you told the lady to write down like 2 or 3 full as a pair. The one is a So they mean like the food is like compatible each other to help and support each other for the case to be good, have a good result like that, or because the earlier you said that you cannot I think like put it too much, combine it, or yeah, still kind of don't do not understand about that. Can you give more explanation, please? And yeah, back to you, net control. Yet number 2, Delta November Golf.
Okay, it's not about how many, it's about do they work as a team, right? So if you want to help someone, the food that you use need to be like, they make sense when you put it together and they have to work together as one team. It's like saying, um, you're going outside, okay? I have one food for one thing to be done on you. So you're going outside. I have a food that put the hat on you. I have a food that put the jacket on you. I have a food that gives you a socks, and then a food that gives you a shoes, right? A pair of shoes. So all that stuff combined equals to now you're prepared to go outside. But if I give you like a food for a jacket, and then like you're trying to go out, right? And then I give you a food, and it makes you go to the kitchen and cook. That makes no sense. Like they are not working together for one goal, right? So there's no plan right there. So the food is like they have to be for the same project, same goal. They have to work as a team. There got to be a plan, then it will be good. Now, if you just like, oh, write a bunch of food and carry everything, that is not going to work. Also, keep in mind that the way that you guys were writing the food for last time is not how the food is used. When you need to use the food, they have to be stemmed in different ways. What you guys did was basically like submitting homework. So you're combining everyone's food as a way to submit homework. So the God knows like, okay, you have done your job good, and then because of that, later when you use the food for real, there will be more power for you. Okay, it's like you're doing homework, you're cultivating for powers. But if you want to use the food, exactly telling them to do that job, the stamping is going to be different. Okay, so let me do one more call out before we go for the next round. Anyone else want to check in? Okay, well, let's not waste time. Let's get your left hand, and we're doing this palm div. So when it is your turn, I'll give you a number, and you'll walk the palm, and you'll tell me where you land. So we look at the left hand. Okay, put your thumb on the index finger bottom block. Okay, index finger bottom block. That is called block 1. And then you move up to the index finger top block. That is called 2. Move to your right, middle finger top block 3. And then move one more to the right, 4. Move down to the bottom of your forefinger, the bottom. Now that is 5. Go back to the bottom of the middle finger. That is called 6. Okay. When you get 3 number, you walk from 1 and then all the way to the end of the number. So starting from 1, if we have the number 3, 2, 4. Okay. So you walk 3. So you start from 1, you count 1, 2, 3. We're now at the top of the middle finger. And then you from here, you 2. So same block is 1, and then next block is 2. So you're now on the top of the 4-finger block. Okay, now you count the 4, right? 4 is from here, you go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're now back to block 1. So your final your final answer is going to be block 1. Okay? Now, your turn. Just to make sure you know how to count, right? So I'll give you a set of number and you let me know the result that you are doing, like what you get at the end. TY2, T number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Your number is 628. Let's go.
Vignette number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Confirming the number is 628. So I'm starting at block 1. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my block would be block 2, which would be the top index finger. Back to you, Sergeant. TY2CHG.
Okay, perfect. That is good. Next one. Let's try Tina number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. Your number is 735. 735.
Vignette number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha, 735. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's the bottom of the index finger. 1, 2, 3. For top of the middle finger. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the tip of the index finger is the final.
Are you sure? Should be in block 1 ending. Did you start the like after you count, you start from the block you end with is like that is the one, right? So you start like there. So if you count 7, right? Obviously, you know that the last one is called 6, right? So 7 will be at the bottom of the index finger right away. And then 3 is 1, 2, 3. You're at the top, the tip of the middle finger. And then 5 will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're at block 1 again.
Okay, so we don't double count the first one. I guess that's what I was doing was I think I double counted it. So let me make sure. So at the end of, so when we're done with 6, which is at the base of the middle finger, which would be 1, add 1, which would be at the base of the index finger, that's 7. Then it goes, we start with 2, 1, which is 2, the tip of the middle, tip of the index finger, 1, 2, 3, which is at the base, which is at the ring finger tip. And then 5 is 5. We start with 5, 2, 3. Okay, I guess I got messed around. So I have 1, 2, yeah, I got messed around.
Okay, let's try the next one. Tina number 2, Kilo Alpha India. Your number is 3, 2, 4. 3, 2, 4.
I don't think I'm following the methods, Sir John. I don't know if you can just repeat for me how to arrive at the answer from the scratch, because I didn't follow you from the first time how to I believe you said we must start from the uh, from the index finger. I don't know after that what to do.
Okay, let me repeat. Using your left hand, using the thumb to count. Okay, so you start at block 1, which is the index finger, bottom block. Okay, the bottom block of the index finger. That's 1. And then the block 2 is the top block of the index finger. And then the top of the middle finger is 3. The top of the fourth finger, the ring finger, is 4. The bottom of the ring finger is 5. The bottom of the middle finger is 6. So if I'm counting 3 to 4, you count from block 1 and you go 1, 2, 3. Now you're at the top of the middle finger and you count 2. Okay, so you're starting from here, you count 1 and then 2 on the next one. So the top of the fourth finger, and then you count here, you count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're back to block 1. Okay, so that's how you count. Let's try again. I'll give you a new number. Your new number is 4, 2, 3. 4, 2, 3. TY to KI, are you here?
I ended up in the bottom of the index finger.
Yep, that is correct. It's at block 1. Oh. Okay. We will try Tina number 2, D and G, Delta November Golf. Your number is 892.
Right, team yacht number 2, Delta November Golf.
You got the number? Your number is 892.
Yes, yeah, John. I got the number. 892 is going to be on the block number 5, the ring finger, the bottom of the ring finger. Back to you.
Okay, good. Now you got it. That's very fast. Okay, so everyone have no problem counting right now. Okay, so when you want to, like, you did some magic or send the troops or whatever to someone, now you will use this, the 6 phase, right? You use this method to check up on the god. What are they doing? How are they doing, right? So easy way is just get one set of the 3 number and then you div, right? That's the easy way. So how to get the 3 number? Well, you can roll the dice 3 times. You can use playing cards in many ways, okay? One of the way that doesn't require tool is you stomp the hospital, ask the god, and then you just get a number. Like the god will just tell you a number. But if you don't trust that yourself, right? Like you don't trust yourself, you're kind of like, oh, I don't know. Is it really that number or that number? Then get a tool, okay? So you get a tool, like a dice or something, you roll 3 times and you have the 3 number and you will count. So what that means with the blocks, okay? You think about it this way. You send the troops out. you are like Amazon. The troop is the package. Okay. So I love talking about Amazon because everyone buys from Amazon, right? So now the first block, we count from 1 to 6. The first block means that the troops are like the box is still at Amazon. There's nothing happening. Nothing is happening. Okay. They didn't even get the order yet. Number 2 is the package is waiting. Okay. Is there, but the ticking is like if you tell the troops to go out. Number 2 is like they're listening, or like, yeah, like the breathing part, like listening to you. Okay, so the troops are kind of still on hold. And number 3 is when they start to prep, getting ready to go. Okay, that means the it's about to go out, but it's not out yet. It's not out the door yet. This is like, okay, your Amazon order has been accepted and is now being prepared to go out the door. Number 4 is the phase where it goes out the door already. So, like, your box has been shipped. Okay. So, who knows when, but it's shipped out already. It's already out of our door. Number 5 is when it reaches the destination, like the Amazon had delivered the stuff, like they're at your door, like with the truck waiting for you. Okay. So waiting for the other side. And then number 6 is delivered did. So it's all done. Okay. The box is out of your possession. It's all done. It's gone. Okay. So if you got one result now, it's very simple. For example, let's say we have a 6 to 8 and we end up in block 2. That means your troop, your magic has not reached the other side yet. It's like the god know what to do. They're still listening or waiting, but they have not gone out yet. Okay. So if we have like the 892, which is a 5, that means the troop that you sent out is already at that location where you sent them to. They're already there, about to hand over, about to do the job. So they're already out there. So by doing this, your magic, it's not like, oh yeah, I did send help and that's it. Now you know where the help is. Like, did it actually go out yet? What is going on? Like, this is the thing that you use to test. So let me do another call out to see if anyone want to join in. Anyone want to join? Okay, going back to the top, when it is your turn, you will count, right? Like, I give you a set of number, you get the answer, and I want you to tell me exactly, like, where are your troops? So talk in human language. Don't tell me, oh, it's block 1, block 2, it's on the whatever finger. I don't need all that garbage. Okay, just tell me the answer. Like, my troop is now at, or my troop is doing whatever, right? Okay, so Chung, your question is 257. 257. Okay, Tina number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Senior number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf, confirming number 257, about to count 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My troops have been delivered. It's 6. It has been delivered. Back to you, Sergeant. TY2CHG.
Okay, perfect. That is correct. Okay, Tina number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. Your number is 381. 381. Let's go.
King number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. It's at the base of the middle finger. I don't remember what that meant.
Your counting is incorrect. Don't think so. You should be at the top of the, like you should be at block 4, the top of the ring finger. Try again. 381. Hello, hello.
My question is, do we double count or do we count the next block when we start over for the next number? I think that's where my trouble is having, because we don't count. Do we start over at 1 or we don't start over at 1? We keep going to the next.
You count to the block of the first number, and then you start from there. So if you go 1, 2, 3, right? Like 381 is like 1, 2, 3. Now you're at the top of the middle finger. Now that block is the 1 for the next number that you're counting. So from here you count 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you're at the top of the fourth finger. Okay? Get it?
Yes. And then number 1 would be the base of the ring finger.
No. How can 1 be down there? 1 is at the same location. You don't move. When you see a 1, it doesn't move. You count starting from where you end. You end at that spot, and then you count from that spot. So if you end at that block, you count 1. It's the same block. You didn't move anywhere. Hello, hello.
Okay. All right.
You counted before with the yum yang sing. It's the same kind of thing. How can you not get it? It's the same pattern of things, right? Like the way how we count numbers. We count like 5 blocks forward, then we end up at 5, and we count from there. Like the 5th block is number 1 for the next number, and you keep continue. You get it?
All right. So the same block that you end on is the same block that you begin with.
Okay, let's do another one. Okay, we do 5, 5, 2, 5, 5, 2.
Okay, I got base of middle finger.
What? Oh my goodness, how are you counting? I don't get it. How do you get it? Okay, 5. Now you're at the base of the ring finger. That is the 5th block, right? Obviously. And then you count from there, it's 1. Okay, that is 1. So we count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at the middle finger tip. And then we count here is 1. Okay, so we count 2. 1, 2. You're at the 4th block again. The top of the ring finger. Hiya, do you get it?
Okay, so I wasn't at the top of the ring finger. I was at the bottom of the ring finger. So I must have not counted. So I know that the first one is 5. 5 is at the base of the ring finger. Then I went 1. I started counting not over one block, but right at 5 again. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I was at the tip of the middle finger, and then 1, 2. Then I was at the base of the ring finger.
What the heck? You were okay on the second number at the tip of the middle finger, and then you count 2 blocks. So one is like at the same spot, then the next would be the tip of the ring finger. Why are you going back down? I don't get it. Like, how do you even walk your blocks? So weird.
Okay, so okay, so I did count that twice. So it's you do twice, so you start over at 1. So okay, so 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2. Okay, so you double count. Okay, because I was going adjacent, and I was moving ahead for the next block rather than counting it the same block. Okay.
Let's try one more, huh? Okay, one more. 6, 7, 2. Let's go. 6, 7, 2.
Base of the index finger.
Okay, now tell me what happened to your troop.
Oh, that's the part I don't remember. I know the tip of the finger is delivered, but I don't know what the base of the index is.
Okay. You know what? When you listen to lecture like this, you need a pen because you're not remembering things and I have to repeat so many times. So you need a pen, okay? Or you need a board or something to write it down because it's not going to work like that. And this is already a very small lesson with just 6 items, right? If I'm talking about 9-star, you're all over the place and you're going to waste your time listening to all the lectures and you forget about it at the end. So it doesn't work like that, okay? When there's a lesson, you need something to write with. You have bad memories, you need a pen, okay? I repeat again. So 1 to 6, okay? You are the Amazon. The box is the troop, okay? The package. So 1, nothing happened yet. The product is still in your possession. They have not gotten the order. They have nothing to do. There's like everything is just settled. Like the product is still in the warehouse. It's not moving. 2 is the order is received. Your troops are listening, right? Listening. 3 is after that order is received, you're packing it up, getting it ready to go out. So your troops are like preparing to go outside. Okay, they're prepping up. Almost. Number 4 is the box is shipped. It's out of your door. It went out the door. So your troop just went out. 5 is that the troops now arrive at the destination at the door. It's like the Amazon truck just arrived at the door of that person's house. 6, delivered it. It's done. Finish. Okay? There you go. So, tier number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. Let's try again. I'll give you a new number. Your new number is 437. 437. Hello.
Delivered. Package delivered.
Okay, good. Let's try the next one. Team number 2, Kilo Alpha India. Your number is 218. Senior number 2, Kilo Alpha India.
Yes, John, I'm still working it out. I'll see if I can find an answer.
Should not be that hard. What is going on, you guys?
Since 8 is the last number, I believe the package has been delivered.
No, you count wrong. 218. 218. Okay, you count 2, you're at the tip of the index. 1, you're at the same spot. And 8, you'll be 1 block over, which is the top of the middle finger. Okay, that's block 3. Your troops are being prepared to go out. Okay. Let us try one more time. Well, anyway, the time is kind of tight, so I'll give thing a try. TY senior number 2, Delta November Golf. Okay, your number is 593. 593. Oh yeah.
Unit number 2, Delta November Golf. So the number is 593.
Yes, 593.
So 593 is the block number 3. It's the top of the middle finger, and it's the order is a prep. So order is a packing. Back to unit control. Unit number 2, Delta November Golf.
Okay, very good. Quick, very quick, huh? Because you always count numbers every day for your business. Okay, now bringing you a little bit more advanced things here. Okay, I don't expect you guys all to get it right now because there's some of you are still kind of slow and confused. But you know, whenever you did magic, make sure you do a div, and you always ask your Sifu. Okay, you storm Heartspell 1, and then you ask your Sifu for a status of whatever you have just done. Okay, even if you use other gods to do magic, your Sifu is always there to help you keep track. So even like I use my Samlo Josie, or I use the court power, or I use the altar, it doesn't matter. You can still use your Sifu to div, because the Sifu is supposed to go check for you, right? So it's supposed to keep track of things. So yeah, you ask your stomp your hospital 1, and then you ask the Sifu for the status of the troops or magic, and then you get 3 numbers and you count, and then you see what happened. Now, a little bit more complex on top of this is that there is a inside and outside number. So yeah, it's so when you get a block 1 to 6, that's called like one number, right? So let's say the first time you div, you end up in block 3, and then the next time you div, you end up in block 2. Okay, so when you do this, right, the first one is called the outside number. Okay, outside. And the inside number is the second one. Okay, so if you write it down, it's very simple. You write the first number on the top, and then the next number on the bottom. Or you can write it like a 2-digit number, like 32, right? Kind of like that. So the first number is the outside number. Second number is the inside number. The outside number is about what they are doing, and for what is the inside. So if I have 3, 2, that means they are preparing. But preparing for what, right? So they are preparing for listening to the order, or preparing to listen, preparing things like, receiving order. They're just at that stage. But if they're like preparing to go out, like they're like 3/4, right? The block 4 inside, then they're preparing to go out the door. So the same kind of thing, preparing can mean many different things. For example, I have like the top is, let's say the top is 4 and the bottom is 1. Okay, 4, 1. So that means they are going out the door, and then the inside is like nothing's moving. So it's kind of like saying they're going out the door, but they're not moving. They're still, they're there. They're just moving like at the door, right? Going out, but it's like the truck is not moving yet. They're going out, but you need to wait. Not sure why. Maybe someone need to go to the washroom or whatever things, right? So 2 number combined together tells you the detail about the div. Okay, I don't expect everyone to get it right away, but let's move the mic around and you let me know how you feel. Anything, just let's go. Senior number 2, Charlie Hotel.
Senior number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. I get it, Tajuan. Totally understand. So when you div in, you can use any method to div, whether you use a dice, cards, pick a random number out your hairs, or like you told me, split some hairs. Once you get your 2 numbers, the outside number will tell you from 1 to 6 whether it's nothing's happening, whether it's listening, whether it's preparing to leave, whether it's shipped or it's reached its destination or it has been delivered. The outside number always tells you the status. Sorry, the outside number always tells you the status. The inside number tells you what they are doing. And yeah, got that so far. Back to you, Senior number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
It's more like the outside number is the action, and inside number is like your mental, the thinking, right? So if I'm like going out the door and my mental is like of the client's house, so I'm like going out the door of the client's house, so I'm coming back home soon, right? Kind of like that. Okay, tier number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Okay, so we're supposed to div and get 2 numbers. The first number is the thinking, and the second number is the action. If I understand that right, if that's correct.
No. No. The first number is called the outside. Outside, like your body, physical, outside. The second number is the inside, your mental, inside, right? You think inside. So the action is the first number, the outside. So what they're doing. And then the inside is like, for what? Doing this for what? Like I'm opening the door to go out of the shop. I'm opening the door to come to you to listen to your order. I'm opening the door to get out of the client's house, right? Like opening the door itself can mean many things. So you have the inside, so you can see like what's going on inside, that you know what exactly that action is about. Tier number 2, Kilo Alpha India.
I believe like when you when you're saying like number 1 means that the package hasn't moved yet. And the number 3, it could be that the package has left. And then number 4, the package has arrived. I don't recall what else after number 4.
Wrong. Number 3 is the package being prepared. Number 4 is out the door. Number 5 is the package is at the door of the receiver. Number 6 is delivered. Okay. You should ask again online. Maybe Chern can help you. He should have it down. Okay. Tier number 2, Delta November Golf.
Tier number 2, Delta November Golf. Yeah, John. So div to get the 2 number. The first number is outside. It's about the action. So, and the number 2 is mental, the D6. So what is actually what's we are thinking, what's we are want to do from the mental. Back to you, net control. Tier number 2, Delta November Golf.
Yeah, make sure you know you're not talking about yourself. You're talking about the troops, okay? So you're diving about what the troops are like now, okay? So you send the magic out. You want to know what the magic is like at the moment. You can use this method. Sometimes you just want a quickie. Then your intention is like, I just want to know really quickly what it's like right now. Then you div 1 number is fine too. But if we want the details, then we'll do 2 numbers. So it depends on your intention, how you want God to answer, then the number will be different. And of course, there's always the div cup, or even in the palm, you have the yum yang sing to double check things if you're confused. Like if you do 2 numbers, you interpret that, and then it's kind of like, I'm not really sure. You can always use the yum yang sing to ask and confirm, okay? Okay, it's now 2:04 p.m. We'll end the net here, and 73 to all. We'll see you on NetB again or online. So this is TNet number 9. Yankee Uniform Echo will be clear.
Tier number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf, clear.
Tier number